you ever stop to wonder if the things you do or say might be pushing people away, but no one's got the guts to tell you? Let's face it, as we get older, we all settle into habits. Some are like a favorite armchair cozy, familiar, maybe even wise. But others, well, others turn into blind spots, things we don't even realize we're doing, until suddenly we're left wondering why folks don't visit as much or why conversations feel strained. You might think, I'm just being myself. But here's the hard truth. The people around you notice. They might not say it outright, but those little habits, they shape how your family, friends, even strangers see you. Today, we're going to talk about 10 of those. Let's call them awkward habits. Not ugly like a rusty old car, but the kind that chip away at your dignity, leave you feeling isolated, or make others think twice before inviting you over. Now, I'm not here to scold you. Goodness knows I've stumbled into a few of these myself. But sometimes holding up a mirror isn't about shame. It's about asking, is this habit helping me or hurting my connections? All right, let's kick things off with speaking without thinking. Oh, this one's a doozy. Ever let a comment slip out and instantly wish you could stuff it back in? Like telling your neighbor her new garden gnome looks like it survived a tornado. We tell ourselves, I'm just keeping it real. But here's the thing. Truth without tact is like serving steak without a knife. It's gonna leave a mess. Try this. Take a breath. Ask, is this necessary or just noise? Save the straight talk for when it matters, like reminding your grandson to check his oil before a road trip. Next up, wearing outdated or ill-fitting clothes. Now, hold on. I'm not saying you gotta dress like a mannequin at the mall, but if your sweater's so threadbare it's practically see-through, or your shoes look like they've been through a wood chipper, folks notice. Comfort's important, sure, but tossing on a clean shirt that fits or a pair of pants without stains, that whispers, I still respect myself and you. And hey, if this is hitting home, why not hit that subscribe button? Elder's life is all about keeping it honest for folks like us. Then there's monopolizing conversations. You know what I'm talking about, launching into a 20-minute story about your 73 fishing trip while the grandkids sneak glances at the phones. Stories are treasures, but dominating the chat, that's how you end up labeled the lecture grandpa. Instead, try asking, what's new in your world? Listen more, talk less. You'll be amazed what you learn and how much more folks want to share. Now, criticizing younger generations, groaning about kids these days or calling their music noise. Yikes. They're juggling stuff we never dreamed of, social media, gig jobs, rent higher than a kite. Instead of judging, try saying, show me how that app works. Meet 'em halfway. Respect's a 2-lane highway, right? And overlooking modern manners. Forgetting to mute your phone at book club or interrupting someone mid-sentence to correct their grammar. Oof. Basic courtesy never goes out of style, but the rules shift. A quick sorry to jump in or a text instead of calling it dawn. That's how you keep folks smiling when they see you coming. All right, friends, we'll dive deeper next time. But for now, chew on these. Adjust a habit or two and see what blooms. After all, growing old is inevitable, but growing stale, that's a choice. All right, let's keep rolling with these habits because the truth is none of us want to be that person. Folks tiptoe around, right? Let's jump into number 6, clinging to old school beliefs. Now, I'm all for tradition, heck. I still think handwritten letters beat emails any day. But stubbornly refusing to budge on every modern idea, that's like insisting rotary phones are better than smartphones. Times change, and so do people. Take my buddy Frank. Swore he'd never use a G-pill, then got lost driving to his own doctor's office. Ended up in a cornfield. The fix? Stay curious. Ask your grandkid to show you how FaceTime works. You don't gotta love it, just try it. Keeps you from fossilizing while the world moves forward. Next up, number 7, moving without consideration for others. Slow walking, no shame in that. We've earned our pace. But hogging the whole grocery aisle while chatty Cathy blocks everyone else? That's how you get death stares, by the cereal boxes. Or parking your cart sideways like you're guarding Fort Knox. Here's the trick. Glance over your shoulder. Scooch over. A simple, go ahead, I'm in no rush makes you a hero, not a hurdle. Same goes for driving signal early. Don't camp in the left lane. Respect's a dance, and we gotta keep stepping. Number 8, telling outdated or insensitive jokes. Oh boy, this one's a landmine. You remember those harmless jokes from the 60s? The ones about mothers-in-law or, well, you know, problem is the world's moved on. What felt funny back then can now sting like a hornet. My rule? If the punchline punches down, toss it. Humor's supposed to connect, not divide. Try sharing a silly story about your dentures. Instead, everyone laughs. Nobody cringes. Now, number 9, leaning on help unnecessarily. Independence is precious. Nobody knows that better than us. But there's a line between asking for a hand and treating your kids like a 24/7 concierge. Can you fix my TV turns into, can you reprogram the thermostat? Then, can you wipe my nose? All right, maybe not that last one, but you get the point. Stretch yourself first. Google it. Watch a YouTube tutorial. Heck, that's why you're here. Save the SOS for stuff that truly stumps you. Pride's fine, but so is self-reliance. Finally, number 10, always needing to be right. Oh, this one's my Achilles heel. Arguing over whether the 669 Mets had a better lineup than the 86 team. Who cares? But we dig in anyway, acting like our opinion's gospel. Newsflash, nobody wins a debate with their grandkids over TikTok trends. Sometimes you might be onto their works wonders. Let others have the last word. It doesn't dim your light. In fact, it makes folks want to listen. When you do, drop wisdom. All right, friends, we'll wrap things up next time with a few final thoughts and that little disclaimer to keep everything square with YouTube. But for now, chew on these. Maybe pick one habit to soften, like letting someone else win an argument or updating that joke stash. Small steps, big heart, stay sharp. All right, friends, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From loosened filters to fossilizing in our ways, it's clear even the best of us can slip into habits that rub folks the wrong way. But here's the good news. Noticing is half the battle. The rest? Well, that's just tweaking the dial, not rewiring the whole system. Take it from me. I used to argue like a mule about politics at family dinners. Now, I say, let's agree the pie's delicious, and suddenly everyone's smiling. Small shifts, big rewards. Remember, growing older doesn't mean you stop growing up. It's about keeping that heart flexible, even if the knees ain't. So maybe tonight, try one thing different. Laugh at a new joke. Let someone else steer the conversation, or wear that shirt your grandkid bought you. You might just surprise yourself and everyone else. Before I let you go, a quick heads up. I'm no expert, just a fella sharing lessons from my own stumbles. Always do what feels right for you. And if this resonated, well, pay it forward. Drop a comment below about which habit hit home. Ever caught yourself monopolizing a chat or wearing those raggedy slippers to the store? Share it. We're all in this together. Watch the videos on screen and see the signs of retirement before you think. And subscribe for more.